And to everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice, this is the day, that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it.
Yes,
I'm your
sir.
girl, Dr. Telisa Franklin, and I'm super excited to be your host for today, Dr. Telisa Show. You know what we doing over here, baby? We having conversations that matters to our community and our culture. And today, when you're thinking about our community and you're thinking about our culture, you got to think about the people that's on the front line to make a difference, especially in the lives of our young boys. So today I'm super excited to have Antonio Cowan. He's the founder and executive director for the Boys to Men of Memphis. Why do he does what he do? Why? Because he's a retired U.S. Army First Sergeant. He also serves as the founder of the Boys to Men of Memphis Mentoring Program, a nonprofit mentoring program that utilizes horse therapy to mentor boys and help them combat peer pressure. Well, you're welcome with me, my friend, my brother, the one and only Antonio Cowan. Hey there, my brother.
How you doing? I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm excited to have you here.
So am I. So I'm excited to be here.
Good thing.
Yes,
Tell our listening audience and our viewing audience, who are you and why you love horses? Out of all the things, you ain't want no dog, you ain't want no cat, you ain't want no fish, you got horses.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a loaded question for me, who I am. But I mean, the love for horses just recently came about 2 years ago.
Okay.
March 5th of 2023. God sent me on a 40-day, 40-night spiritual journey where I lived out the back of my box truck. And he introduced me to equine therapy down in Winston, Georgia. And so the horses actually saved my life. And so he told me, he said, now you go back and freely give what was freely given to you to help somebody else. And who I am, I'm a guy from South Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from 3rd and Parkway by way of Barton Street. And I'm living proof that prayer works. Because my grandmother, she prayed for me. I was born a premature crack baby. And the doctors came and told her that I wasn't going to make it. And she asked me, she said, is he dead? And they said, no, ma'am. She said, well, put him in the thing and let him be. She was talking about the incubator.
Yeah.
And so every day my grandma came to the hospital and she prayed for me. When she wasn't able to get there, she got on her knees at home and she prayed for me. My grandma taught me how to pray. And when I chose not to pray for myself, she prayed for me. And so today, Antonio Cowan is a living proof and testament that prayer works.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Woo, yeah, now that's truly when you said loaded. You gave me a loaded answer that I wasn't prepared for. Because I'm looking at you, and you said you was a crack baby. That during, I say, the crack epidemic hit our black community, it took so many of our women and men, but primarily women, on a journey that they never, ever were able to recover from. Whether they got off, but they still have these remnants, or maybe they did things they still have to give an encounter for, or they had children. My mama, when she had my brother, she was on crack. She was on crack, not with me, but we lived it, trying to figure out how this thing called life. And now I understand why we're connected, because we're living proof.
Yes,
It does not determine how we started, is how we finish.
I love it, yes,
We chose to finish strong in this good thing called life.
I love it.
And so your love for horses, you go back, you said you went on a 40-day, 40-night
Spiritual
journey
where I lived out the back of my
while
box
you
truck.
lived at the back of a box. Come on, help
Yes,
me with
ma'am.
that.
See,
Because there ain't no shower,
Yeah.
it ain't no running water,
see,
it ain't no electricity.
None of that. But I was parked on a pilot truck stop most
Okay.
nights. And so I showered and ate sometime in the subway in the pilot, but I primarily lived in that box truck in the woods, and I worked on this guy's farm. See, what happened was March 1st of 2023. That was the day I wanted to take it. I was going through a lot of mental illness. I'm a retired Army First Sergeant, and so I suffer from chronic post-traumatic stress. I got 4 combat tours. I got blew up in '07 and left for dead. And so not to mention all the ACEs that I experienced, all the adverse childhood trauma that I went through. And so with all that tackled, I retired. Now they tell me it's time to be a civilian. I couldn't figure the civilian thing out. And then I messed around and lost the best thing ever happened to me behind my grandmother, my wife. I used to tell people, man, my wife ain't gonna never leave me. They say, man, and then they say, I guess you would have lost that bet. She left you. I said, no, she ain't leave me. I ran off. because I had become somebody that I didn't even know, you know what I mean? And so now to this day, we building a friendship now, and I thank God that she was able to forgive me and still allow me to be in her life, you know what I mean? So with all that being said, I mean, I didn't know how to cope with life. And so when I didn't know how to cope with life, I was living in my bathroom. I became a raging alcoholic. I was snorting cocaine and I was popping pills. I was trying to die. I was doing things. I was out of control. And so my friend called me March 1st, and we talked. And long story short, he said, not today. And he was in North Carolina. And then he called me from he called the police to my house. I said, man, this man called the police to my house?
Right.
It was the ones to come check on you. And so
The
wellness check. Long story short, I tried to run them off, but 20 minutes later, I said, y'all good. I told y'all get away from me, and y'all done calm me down. So I sat on my couch and I asked God, I said, God, what you want from me? I said, you won't let me be happy, you won't let me die. I said, what is it you want from me? He said, I've been waiting on you to ask. I said,
Good God,
I said,
buddy.
I said, goodness. And I sat back for a second. And then I heard another voice say, Google black-owned horse farms. I said, what in the world? And so I'm just sitting there. You see, I got chills. I'm sitting there. I was sitting there like, because it wasn't me. It wasn't me telling me to Google no black-owned horse farms. I don't know nothing about horses. I'm scared of horses because they paralyzed Superman. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And so I Googled this place called Sofa Ranch pop up, SOOFA. Unbeknownst to me at the time, there's an acronym that stood for Stretch Out on Faith Again. And it's a ranch in Winston, Georgia. I called down there and I coordinated with the guy. I said, man, I want to come work for you. He said, well, I got people that volunteer for. I said, no. I said, you seen Yellowstone? He said, yeah. I said, I need to come be your Jimmy. And he said, what you want to do that for? I said, because between me, God, and Mother Nature, I got something to figure out. And so God sent me on a 40-day, 40-night spiritual journey where I lived out the back of that box truck. And in the back of that box truck, one day I had my own Damascus Road experience, but that's a whole nother conversation. But when I woke up, that next day, I've been walking in line with what God called me to do ever since. And he told me, he said, now go back and freely give what was freely given to you to help somebody else. And so that's why I don't charge for the service that I provide.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Take me back where I first. Okay. Now you take your tail to Georgia to go work for free because you was on a journey. Did the man think you were crazy, or did you know you was crazy?
The man told me that, brother, I believe in what you're doing. He said, so I'm on Bex because he provide equine assisted therapy. And so I told him what I was going through. I told him my mental state. I told him a whole lot more than what I told you. He said, bro, come on down here. He welcomed me with open arms. He wanted me there with him. And because he knew the healing power of the horses. And he knew it was going to save me. You see them chills?
Yeah.
God sent me to that man. And God allowed that man to help save my life.
Are y'all still in contact now?
We are. I mirror my program based off some of the things that he do down there in Winston, Georgia at his ranch.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
You know, people don't understand what road the Lord will take us on. But we just got to be willing to get in the car and say, God, I'll go wherever you tell me to go.
I'm sorry, Dr. Frank, when I was driving down that road, going to Winston, Georgia, mind you, this happened on the 1st when God talked to me. On the 2nd, I talked to him and coordinated me coming down there. On the 3rd, I prepared my box truck to leave. On the 4th, which is my mother's birthday, unbeknownst to me, she's passed away. And on the 5th, that's when it started. But when I was driving down there, I said, about 2 hours in, I was listening to the T.D. Jakes and his sermon about the importance of the number 40 came up. So I turned, and I was 40 years old at the time. So I turned the radio off. I said, God, the hiding went down now.
Yeah.
I said, God, me and you rocking again. So I need you to tell me what I'm doing. So where am I going? I didn't know where I was going, Miss Frank. I didn't know this man or this place or nothing about what I was doing. I said, God, I'm a little confused now. I just been moved because you've been, and I've been on the, I was on a newfound high.
Yeah.
Like every day something, but not 2 hours going and I'm sitting in this truck. And he say, Tony, all the mess you've been through, you had to go through all that mess so you can understand my message when the time comes for you to share. He said, all the trials and tribulations, all the tests you encounter, you 100% pass rate, might I add. Because think about it, everything we've ever went through, we passed those tests because
Yes.
we still here. He said, you had to go through them tests, not only so I can make sure you're strong enough to carry, but share your testimony when the time came. He said, so you go down there and you wait on the miracle to happen, big guy. And I went down there and the miracle happened. And I'm living proof that prayer works.
When I tell you prayer, yeah, I mean, your story is, to me, it was like Abraham didn't understand, but he was following what the Lord say, and he went to go slew his son, and then God said, look over there, because he understood the voice of the Lord. And so they go a ram. There's always a ram in the bush.
Yes, ma'am.
My God. But again, we have to be in a position that God can trust us.
Yes, ma'am.
And the only way we can be in that position for him to trust us, we got to build a relationship. You know, it's just like if somebody, like we were having this conversation offline, right? About me getting on a horse. I'm like, I don't play with nobody's horses now. I'm gonna let y'all horses stay alone. But I trust you well enough that I'll jump on a horse because I know you gonna make sure I'm straight, right? And it's the same thing that I did when I was in Bahamas a few months ago. I parasailed. I was up 7,000 feet hanging in the air by a string, right? But I have a fear of heights, and I can't swim.
Wow.
Right.
That's overcoming fear.
And overcome, because I was like, I will let nothing hold me back from getting to that next level. And when I came down, I said, I can do whatever I want to do now. I ain't scared. I already would never scared.
Built your
But
self-confidence.
I made myself confident.
I love it.
And just to hear how you were able to build yourself up to come back and help build boys up. That ain't happening every day.
Yeah.
So I say thank you to the mamas. I'm a mom of a black boy, and I'm grateful that where my black boy is today. But every mama don't have my testimony. And so every mama that don't have my testimony, they need a you. They can help bring their child back.
I appreciate it.
We cannot wait to continue to talk more about boys to men mentoring. Hey, y'all, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa. Keep it locked right here. We got more coming.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa show.
It's time for an upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and Ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show
to dreams we chase, Dr. Telisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's
show.
a story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel. Here at the Dr. Telisa show.
Hey y'all, I'm your girl, Dr. Telisa, where we are having a powerful conversation with Antonio Cowan, y'all. Boys to Men Mentoring. That his story is amazing, right? So here we are. Like I said before on our break, I'm grateful of a mom of a boy, right? I'm grateful of a sister mom of 3 amazing boys, now men and fathers and husbands and all that, because we didn't have that, right? So God allowed me to stand in the gap. But there are so many women that has boys that unfortunately is out of control, or they see them going down a road that we don't want them to go to. But they come in contact with Boys to Men of Memphis Mentoring. Tell me why.
Our motto is on the bridge of life, no child should walk alone. And so on my logo, it's a kid sitting on the side on the end of the Memphis Bridge. And then in the first loop, he meets a mentor. And in the second loop, he's a man. And at the end of the bridge, he's a man walking across. And so because mentorship, a lot of programs that we do, and a lot of times we try to help young kids, they try to help them just for a short moment. You know what I mean? It's proven that if you do it for less than a year, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Because you lost that trust you try to build with the young man. And so what I do is I help young men overcome fear, build their self-confidence, and I help instill in them a leadership mentality. That's the way I help them combat peer pressure. Because everybody's afraid of something. All these young men are afraid of something. The average one of them, parents are either got addicted to drugs, alcohol, they don't know their father, or the mama's a good mama and she working 2-3 jobs. She just unfortunately can't get much time. Dad out doing whatever dad doing, unfortunately. So the young men, we say a lot of times what people say, because we don't say, I don't say that. People say that they don't want no guidance. They do want guidance. They yearn for it. That's what they're out there looking for. And so what they do is they go out there, they're afraid of what is or ain't gonna happen to them. So that's why they go out there and do what it is they do and get with the groups they're with, because no one else, they don't have a positive whatever, nobody in their life. So I help them overcome that fear. You don't have to be afraid and go out there and do that, big guy. You sit down and figure out what it is you meant to do. You figure out what you want to do, big guy. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about what you can't do. You go out there and you try. And then so everybody, they're afraid of the horses. So the first thing I have them do is clean out the back hoof. Everybody think the horse gonna kick them. So when they clean out the back foot, I have them clean out their hoof. That's the first thing they do. And they sit there and they walk away like, oh, man. They say they overcome that fear right there in that first moment.
You got them cleaning out, what's the hoof, the heel?
The heel, the bottom of it where all the dirt is,
Ooh, I'm with them boy. I'm like, you ain't gonna let this thing kick me.
But see, you know why, and people think they ain't gonna kick them, but the way I get people to calm down and relax around the horse, do what the horse is doing. That horse just standing there, looking, and you nervous and scared, and there isn't even a threat perceived. So what are you afraid of? That's me and this horse standing here looking at you shake and tremble, and the horse is just literally standing here, waiting on you to calm down. Interacting with horses help lower your blood pressure. Did you know that?
Oh.
Because if you go out there as nervous and scared and worked up as you are, guess what's gonna happen? The horse get nervous and scared because horses are prey animals. Your heart weigh less than 1 pound. A horse's heart weigh almost 10 pounds. So they can sense your heartbeat from up to 4 feet away. So in order to interact and deal with their horse, you gotta calm down. You gotta relax. You gotta center yourself. You gotta forget about all the mess that's bothering you out there, and you gotta allow yourself to focus on the main thing. You gotta allow yourself to focus on what's important right in front of you, because horses don't talk. So you got to pay attention to their body language. So therefore, you got to give this animal your undivided attention. And once you calm down and relax, now it's more easier for you to be able to deal with or cope with whatever traumas or issues that you may have dealing with, want to talk about, relax, or just have somebody listen to you. And the horse listens to me every time. I don't have to worry about nobody talking back to me. I don't have to worry about nobody not understanding where I'm coming from. All three of my horses understand me and love me unconditionally. So I talk to them and I share with them. And then when I leave there, my confidence is built because I'm out here doing what it is I'm doing, leading this horse around. So when that young man walk away from leading that horse, he tell his partner, man, you saw what I was doing with that horse? He said, man, he ain't do it. And then next week he say, Mr. Tony, I want to lead the horse. Yeah. And so I help give him a leadership mentality, because when you walk a horse, it's not called walking a horse. You lead a horse. And so the rope is called the lead rope. And I had a mother came to me one time, called me. She said, Mr. Tony, you know what my son told me? I said, what's that? She said, he don't want them boys yanking his rope no more. Because I relate the lead rope to their brain. Because when you leading the horse, and she go down to eat some grass, I tell them pop the rope, and then she pick back up. And so I said, you know what right is. You know what mama, grandmama, auntie, uncle done taught you. So when you go out there and let them dudes talk you into something you know you ain't got no business doing, it's just like him popping your rope, bro. Is that what you want to be, somebody who you allow? And then so he told his mama, I don't want him popping my rope no more. So I love it. I can talk all day.
I love that, man.
Me too, man. I love it. I love
Pop that rope. I ain't gonna let y'all pop that rope on me no more. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love how you're training these boys on a level where they can come back and relate to it in their under-resourced communities. Because many of our young boys, I tell y'all, they are amazing young boys, but many of them are placed in unresourced communities, and so they become a product of their environment. Nobody wakes up and say, I'm going to join a gang today. The product of their environment yanked them in and took them to a ride that they didn't have to go on a ride. How can, I know there's a mama, a grandmama, a TT, an uncle, somebody saying, I need my folk to come. How can people get involved?
Oh, well, I mean, they can volunteer, or they can come volunteer and just be a part of the program, just learn about what I do, see what I do, and help out in that manner. Or the biggest thing they can do is just bring the kids. I welcome the young men. So you can just bring, and I work with all young men from 5 to 55, because I also provide my service to people who suffer from drug and alcohol abuse, and people who retire, vets, because I'm a retired combat vet, and I'm loyal, and today I'm 3 years, 11 months, and 4 days sober off alcohol. So I help other people deal with some of the trauma. So my mentoring program is for boys, but my service is for anybody who need my service. So I'm all over social media.
I love it. Y'all, let me tell y'all, we gotta support great organizations that's doing the work in our community. What will be a takeaway that if somebody's listening to us and they say, I can't get my child to want to come, what will be some best practices that somebody needs to remember to get their child to come to you with an open heart and an open mind for better?
The number one thing you just said, that's your child. And so since that's your child, he don't have to want to come. You put your child in the car and you bring him. And when you bring your child to me, it's gonna work. I haven't failed yet. I think, knock on wood, I got 100% success rate, because it doesn't matter what the child has been through. It doesn't matter what your kid going through, because I don't just work with troubled youth. I work with young kids who not getting in trouble to show them a direction and a path not to get in trouble. So I mean, that's your child. And if you want better for your child, you're gonna let him go out there and do whatever you want to do when he get in trouble. When he get in, you let him go. So you put your child in the car and you bring him to me. Several mothers have made their kid come to me, and guess what, Miss Frank? The kids have called me and came back. The kids call me and I go pick them up and we go to the gas station, buy something to drink and some chips, sit on the parking lot, then I drop them back off. So the kids call me and their mama don't even know I'm pulling up. I call the mama, let her know, but she don't know that he didn't call me, you know what I mean? So because they need the mail.
They
you know
need
what I mean?
somebody that they can trust, that they can talk to.
You mama. I'm not gonna tell mama what. You mama. So you just bring them to me. You bring them to me, and when you bring them to me, he and I gonna build a relationship, because I meet every young man where they are.
And there's a lot of young boys, young men, don't have father figures. They don't have that male that they can talk to.
Yeah.
You know, I always say my son was blessed with the best father this side of heaven, right? Because there were some things,
Besides me.
Right. But there is some things, and I say all the time, and I tell them, I said, I know just as good when your boy you've been talking to your boy, because he be saying this stuff, right? And you know, me as a mama don't be wanting you admit it, but some days I just gotta go admit it. I thank God for my son having a father. I thank God my son had great uncles. I thank God my son had a village. And I tell him all the time, I say, you've been blessed with a village of men on every level, but every little boy is not blessed like that. And so that's why they need you.
Yes, ma'am.
How can people stay in contact with you?
They can reach me on social media. My name I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Antonio Cowan, and I got a website coming soon. But I'm all over social. You get on social media, Antonio. I'm on doing videos. You gonna see me, and so you just reach out to me, or you can call me or text me 901-833-7696.
So, Tony, you got a new service that I'm finna go ahead and tell people about.
Yes, ma'am. I love it.
That it's a date night, y'all. I'm gonna do me a date night with me and my boy. Date night service. Tell me about this day, because somebody's looking for a unique place to take their loved one or just have a good date in a unique space. We are always looking for experiences, right? Kind of tell me about the date night experience.
And I love it, because that's what we do. Everything you interact with me and is an experience. So I have a building, and it's set up. We have a nice little dinner table set up with the counters, a nice little dinner. Then we got a seating area with your little charcuterie board, your meats and cheese and your wines, and then you can go there and eat a nice dinner. And then once you get done eating dinner, you go out to the arena. We have the horses saddled up for you, and then you can ride the horses as the sun set. And then we got benches set outside. You can sit out there while the horses graze and just watch the sun set and just enjoy the. I call it my place of peace down there. It's an amazing facility.
I love it. And so, what about team building? Because I was telling my production team we may do a team building.
I love it.
What can we do for team building for us to have our teams work better together?
You set up an appointment with me and come down there to the rack. Because what I do is I do team building exercises. And what I do is, we're going to go in the building. I can design and set up however I want to. So when we get in there, we talk about what you all. I've already talked to whoever in charge, so I know what your goals are. And so the team going to get what the goals are and what we're trying to reach. And throughout the goals that you guys trying to reach, there's an obstacle or a task that we're going to do with the horses, and you have to do it as a team. Some of them include, like, get the horse from this spot to that spot, but y'all can't talk. Y'all got to work together as a team to get, because the horse ain't gonna talk anyway, and you can't talk. So you have to meet, you have to get on that level to where you all bonding and everybody synced on the same page. And so I love the team building exercise, because it work with the horses and the teams, and it always yield awesome results.
Man, I love that.
I'm excited.
Y'all already know my head is turning right. So listen, I can't let you go before I ask the question I ask all of my guests. If there's one word that you would use to describe community, what would that be?
Describe our community.
This community.
Love.
All right. What's the one word you want to describe the community of culture?
Perplexed.
Perplexed?
Yeah.
All right. So until we have these hard conversations about loving our community, the culture is going to stay perplexed. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing, because you done blessed me today, y'all. Listen, y'all, it's been good. It's been good. Know that I love you, baby. Absolutely, positively loving you. There's nothing you can do about it. Make this day, make this moment, make this second the best ever, and learn how to be the best version of you. Why? Because everybody else is already taken. I'm taken. Tony's taken. We all taken. Be the best version of you. Be blessed is my prayer for you.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From From the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's a
show.
story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel here at the Dr. Talisa show.
It's time for an upgrade. Let's upgrade your skincare routine. If you suffer from acne scars, dark spots, or severe hyperpigmentation, you need the Tones by Coco Brightening Moisturizer, Rapid Dark Spot Corrector, and you have to try our Kojic Acid Sea Moss Soap. These products work so fast, you can see results in just 7 days. You have to try. Shop now and get 10% off your first order at tonesbycoco.com. Hey you, ready to glow up this year? The Tones by Coco Luxury Organic System has the complete skincare regimens that tailor to all skin types. Wash your face to perfection with the trusted luxury organic brand. Our product line will help you solve problematic skin issues such as hyperpigmentation, acne, severe skin dryness, and inflammation. Our daily regimen kits, they help combat these issues, leaving your skin with an even tone appearance, clear from acne and blackheads, moisturized with max hydration, free from irritation and sensitivities. We also carry top quality plant extracted cloth mask containing herbal healing properties, along with vitamins that add that essential nutrition to your skin. Start your journey today. Vegan, cruelty-free, clinically tested, and ethnically approved. Shop now at www.tonesbycoco.com.
Join the rhythm and feel the beat in our community where we're all complete. With Dr. Telisa, let's take a stand. Together we'll grow hand in hand.
From
And
the
Dr.
roots of
Telisa
history
show.
to dreams we chase, Dr. Talisa Franklin shines a light on every face. In
At the
every
Dr.
heartbeat,
Telisa
there's a
show.
story to tell. Gotta keep the culture celebrated as we excel here at the Dr. Talisa show.